Hi.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hi.
How's it going? How's it going?
Yeah. Welcome to VINTAGE Studio.
Hello.
How's it going? How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So my name is Don Vutch. I've been a producer for 15 years. I've worked along the likes of Insomniac Records, Monsters Music. I've got releases. I've been doing music for a long time. It's my bread and butter, my life. Really thankful that Vintage Studio wanted to be able to do a video with me today. I feel honored. You know, I worked in this studio the last couple days, and I can't say enough positive things. You know, you guys are incredible. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Let's get in.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
วันนี้เดี๋ยวเรามาดูเซตอัพในห้องอัดนะครับวันนี้ก็จะเป็นเซต Manley ครับก็จะมี EQ Massive Passive ครับแล้วก็จะมี Compressor ของ New Mill แล้วก็ ELOP 3 ตัวครับแล้วก็ฝั่งนี้จะเป็นตัว Maselec MEA2 ครับเป็น EQ Stereo เหมือนกันครับแล้วก็จะต่อด้วย Compressor MLA2 ครับแล้วก็ตบท้ายด้วยลิมิเตอร์ตัวสุดท้ายครับไว้สำหรับทำมิกแล้วก็มาสเตอร์ลิงครับแล้วก็บอร์ดวันนี้ที่ใช้ก็เป็น AWS ครับลำโพงวันนี้ใช้2คู่นะครับก็จะเป็นตัว PMC 6แล้วก็ MBT XBD ครับก็ทั้งหมดจะเป็นงาน in the box แต่ว่าเราจะใช้ analog gear ในการทำ mastering ครับก็เดี๋ยวเพลงจะเป็นไงเดี๋ยวเราลองไปฟังกัน
All right, we got the battle station here. Really excited. Wow, we've got the Manley ELOP, Manley New Mew, Massive Passive. I actually had not had a whole lot of experience at the Maselec. This will be one of the first times I've actually used this EQ. This is the MEA2. It's a precision stereo EQ, which means it's got inputs on left and inputs on right, so each is independently controlled. Same thing with this. I really think that yesterday I was using this ELOP. The only thing I find very, very strange about it is how the gain is on the left and the gain is on the right. You would think it'd be gain and then gain. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, I'm gonna write some brand new music in front of you guys right now.
Oh, okay.
Literally, I'm just gonna write a brand new track right now, and we're gonna use analog stuff to create it. Oh boy, I'm excited, man. This is gonna be so sick. You know, it's funny. Yesterday when I was trying out this Manley stuff. I was like, the difference that it made on my record was night and day. I was like, it almost sounds finished, like just running it through this stuff and just giving it a little bit more like width on the mid-range and like a little bit more compression on the overall mix. Sounds pretty fat. So I'm gonna start a track from scratch. I'm literally just gonna like start making sounds from Serum from scratch. I'm gonna make a whole new song right in front of you guys.
Great.
Yeah.
And so you do most of the thing in the box.
I do. Well, I like to do analog out exterior, but when I'm creating, the thing is, DAWs use something called what do they call it? Synths and stuff inside. My mind's kind of kind of blanking a little bit. It's I don't remember the word for it right now. VSTs. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, my brain's kind of.
So you're gonna use the virtual instrument and plugin.
Yeah. Serum, Omnisphere. I also use ESX24. I use ESP. I use Nexus. I use Massive, but lately I've been on Serum and Omnisphere. Those are the two biggest ones that I really think that are the most powerful in dance music. Because like I write a lot of different stuff for clients, but like my main bread and butter I'd say is Serum. Serum is probably the most known instrument for dubstep. I'd say that Serum probably made half the dubstep scene's career. Another one's Maelstrom, but I don't really use that. But that's more that's a Reason plugin. That I really like to watch people use. Got a lot of people in the dubstep scene that I'm pretty close with that use that. All right, so I think we're ready, right?
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. So 1, 2, you'll see. Look at my long notes here. So now we're actually gonna do some sound design. So I've got some stuff placed So open up Serum right now. So we'll put an envelope on the cutoff here. No, actually, no, I don't want that. I want the LFO on the cutoff here. No, actually, I want to do my own one thing here. So whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. New flanges. We're gonna go to a distorted comb filter. So we're gonna do LFO here to the comb frequency. Let's try different filters actually here. That's cool. Okay, we'll start with that. We're just getting, let's fatten it up a little bit. Let's put a reverb filter on it. Turn the mix all the way up, turn the size down. You'll see. Yeah, that's what I was going for, yeah. Alright. Now to add some drums. Let's do this. She shows you exactly where. Okay, which is a good kick. I'm not gonna spend an hour finding a kick. Yeah, that one's good. So it's gonna do. It's gonna have like a. It's not just gonna be kick snare. Like I like to do some different shit, you know. Convert file. Whoops. And we're gonna do a snare now. I'm gonna do some really crazy shit on the snare. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be loud as shit. Yeah. See, now we're getting somewhere already. So now we're gonna put an EQ on here. I use a Pro Q3 as like my EQ for like normal stuff. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't use any presets. I make all my sounds from scratch because that's like, you know, everyone always talks crap online about presets and everything. It's like, well, show us. show us that you make your own stuff then.
Yeah, but you need to really understand the fundamental of synth.
Yes.
Right? That's very important.
I've had professional training. I've had lessons. I've had many people give me insight on how to use this. Dude, I used to suck, man. I couldn't do this like 3-4 years ago. Like the last few years have been really integral to my success. The first song that I really came out on swinging with like my own fresh sound design was honestly my releases on Monsters Music in 2021 on my old alias. Like, they know that's another reason why, okay, the dubstep scene started really having respect for me whenever I finally released on like a label like that, you know? It's kind of like, it's kind of like, I can't describe it, but, you know, you can use presets and you can become successful, you can use samples. If the song is good, that's what matters. But for me, I'm a purist, you know? I like to do everything myself. So here we're doing, we're making like a background supporting synth here. Now we have that, so now we're gonna put an LFO on that. Filter, hear this, like this. You hear how much of a difference that makes? You'll see. Sounds like. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See. Doesn't sound like it's too legato. You'll see what I'm saying. Watch this. So we're gonna add some variation here. So right now I'm just laying out, this is gonna help the skeleton, and then I'm gonna do one more section, and then I'm gonna start the break. Those last two, I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's like this. Yeah. Then I'm gonna make my own sounds in Omnisphere, which you never see people do. People always use presets in Omnisphere. I'm gonna make my own sound in Omnisphere. There you go. Clap. Oh, that's a good one. So I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna change the drum pattern in this too here in a bit, but I don't want to get too sidetracked. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's a little off on purpose. You see what I'm saying? Because it to kind of sound more organic, you know? That's what I'm talking about. So the only time I use presets is for like voices or violins or something. That makes the most sense. You know, obviously I'm not going to make a better sounding violin than an emulated one. I'm not going to make a better sounding like voice than an emulated one, you know, like, so, but it's like playing guitar, you know, you don't want to literally rip off someone else's tone, you know, you want your own tone.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do with my synthesis.
Whoa, Campbell! Whoa! Whoa!
No, that is...
Whoa, Campbell! Whoa! Come on, whoa! When I say whoa, I mean whoa!
So I just have all this. I just have this thing, dude. I just like putting this in there just like as fills.
Oh, I'm dying again!
All right, I'll use that one. That one's funny. Yeah. Okay, here's my secret to how I get my ice pick snare. Like it's like, so I use some stock plugins. Sometimes stock gets it done. Okay, so this. We're gonna take all of our sounds every single one of them here, and we're going to put them on this, and we're actually going to assign this to a sidechain bus. So we're going to sidechain all the synths to the kick and snare. See, the bass doesn't need to be sidechained with the way I produce because I don't know if you noticed, but I physically move it out of the way. You want to sidechain as little as possible because sidechain, I feel like it really affects the dynamic range because it's being choked. You know, like the compression chokes it back. Like there's volume shaper and volume automation like I used to produce with this dude named Panda Eyes, but like that was a long time ago. And I just never really liked the way it sounded. For me, I prefer actually moving the stuff out of the way.
So you just use the synth to, you know, roll off the attack of the bass.
Yeah, like watch, look. See? See, it's moving out of the way.
Yeah, so you already do the sidechain effect by the other method.
The less is more.
Yeah.
Less is more, basically, in production. The less you have, the better. But actually, I'm going to start running my master bus through this right now. I actually want to start running some shit through analog right now. Listen to how that sounds on the compressor, dude. Holy shit, it just makes it. I haven't even saved it yet. This is still Untitled 1. This isn't even saved. I'm just like, dude, I'm still... It's like, watch. If I close this, it'll say, would you like to save the document Untitled? It's like, no, definitely don't close that. But that was a dangerous game I'm playing right now.
Yeah.
So basically for mixing and mastering, mastering is a separate process outside. So for mixing, I always just listen closely to where everything is placed. So as I am producing, you want the drop to be probably like 2 dB louder than the build. So if you listen closely, like you have to listen to as it's building it, as it drops, like you have to be able to compartmentalize the mix itself and be able to hear, like if something's poking out or something's bothering you, you have to fix it in real time. Now, in rare cases, I'm like, I don't want to, say for instance, if you run out of processing and you need to export stuff, you can export stems and do it like that. But that doesn't really happen to me as much these days because, I mean, the computers that are available now are pretty powerful. Like this is an M1 Max, it's got 8 terabytes of solid state. It's got, 32 gigs of RAM. So, I mean, this is a pretty beefy machine. So this one doesn't have that problem for the most part. So I can mix as I go. But mastering, number one, reference. Like, you have to listen to how loud it is, how much bass there is, how much high end there is, where the mid-range is sitting, how loud the drums are in comparison to your music. So mastering is kind of like you're just comparing it to something that's already released that's in the same genre. And you want to match that in LUFS, LUFS, which is the loudness units full scale. That's a scale that's used to measure electronic dB. You want to measure the LUFS using a plugin called Ulian Loudness Meter, which is what I always use, and I'll show you that right now. There we go, see? See, that's already like -8. So you want to measure the buildup and make sure that the buildup is not louder. So that's good, -12. Yep. So it's already mixed all right. I always say that's mixed fairly well because you have the buildup that's not too loud and you have the drop which is not too quiet. You want the two different elements to be coinciding with each other because that's called dynamics. Dynamic range is how loud and how quiet things are. So when you have excellent dynamic range, I mean, you can hear that's what's great about these PMCs is the dynamic range is just insane. These are the best two-way monitors on the market. I'm not even gonna. There's not even a question in my mind.